came for £8,000, he said. 4,000, you've got 32,000, 4 times what you hope for. You want to take it? It's yours.
We'll hang on to this one,
That's
if
good.
we may.
There might be some more.
Thank you very much.
Well, this is serious stuff, guys, because you have £32,000. Fantastic result of those 2 charities. You still have a 50-50. You still have asked the audience, and you are only 5 away from £1 million. And no matter what happens, you go home with at least that amount of money. Feel better now, Philip?
I feel so much better, I can't tell you.
Years and years of live television you've done. I've never seen you so nervous.
No, I know. I don't think I've ever been so nervous, but this is terrific.
This is up there with driving tests and having a baby and everything, isn't it?
I don't know.
It is.
Right, you have £32,000. Fantastic. You might as well play the next one. You've got 2 lifelines if you need to use them. Question number 11 would bring you £64,000. You have a 50-50. You can ask the audience. Here we go. Have a look. In 2003, the spacecraft Galileo was deliberately destroyed by crashing it into the atmosphere of which planet? Jupiter, Mars, Venus, Mercury. Now,
I'm superstitious. I think I know.
Yeah? Do you want to test it?
I think we could use our lifelines on this and it wouldn't be a major trauma, would it? We could use them up. I'm just wondering whether on this one perhaps we ask the audience.
I'm absolutely whatever you want to do, because I'm kind of lost here.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's ask the audience.
OK, audience, this is for £64,000. You do not have to take their answer, just see what happens. Let's try and get Philip and Fern up to 64,000. They're guaranteed 32,000. In 2003, the spacecraft Galileo was deliberately destroyed by crashing it into the atmosphere of which planet? A, B, C or D? One of those is worth £64,000. On your keypads, please. All vote now. %. Say Mars, 40 Jupiter, 6 Venus, 4 Mercury.
What was your instinct?
Mars was my instinct. I don't think we've sent anything to Venus and Mercury. It's just too hot.
Yes.
Jupiter's a hell of a long way away.
Yes.
I'm not sure we've...
Well, my knowledge on this is very thin, but I did think Mars because it went off and got those pictures, didn't it? Mm-hmm. But I didn't like to say.
Well, that was...
Shall we give it a
That
whirl?
was where I was going.
We've got 32,000, so shall we just play for the hell of it?
That's where I would have gone. But I wouldn't go to Mars, because obviously... atmosphere is dreadful. Okay.
Let's give it a whirl.
Yeah, let's go for that.
Final answer.
We'll go for Mars.
You had £32,000. Oh, you still have £32,000. The right answer is Jupiter.
Is it really?
Oh, that's such a shame. They were doing so well. 40% of the audience said Jupiter, but 50 said Mars. Oh, guys, you were doing so well.
But thank you anyway.
No, listen, thank you.
Very much.
You two have been fantastic. Give them a big hand. Fern Britton, Philip Schofield go back. £32,000 better off. Oh, brilliant. You feel better now, do you? Thank you. £32,000. We'll play.
Are you sure you've got enough room there?
Right, it's time to welcome our second celebrity pair tonight, Tim Rice and Alice Beer. Hello, hello, hi. It'll be all right. It'll be OK. It will be. Hello, sir. It'll be OK. It'll be fine.
Just so won't.
It so will. Right, here we have the lyricist Tim Rice and the TV presenter Alice Beer. Tim entered the world of music back in the early 1960s as lead singer for the Aardvarks. The group who might not have topped the charts, but did at least come high up in the dictionary. Soon after that, he met Andrew Lloyd Webber, starting a partnership that produced the hit shows Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, Jesus Christ Superstar, and Evita. He also worked on Disney films Aladdin and, of course, The Lion King. He's won numerous awards, including 6 Grammys and 3 Oscars, though as a great cricket fan, he's probably proudest of having recently been president of the MCC. Alice, meanwhile, is in no doubt proudest of her twin daughters, Phoebe and Dora, born last year. She first appeared on TV on the consumer programme Watchdog, and she now co-hosts the Heaven and Earth show on Sunday mornings, in between what she describes as having fun with the babies that I love. And tonight Alice is here on behalf of the charity Break, while Tim's good cause is Cornwall Air Ambulance. And in fact, you spend a lot of time in Cornwall, don't you?
I have a house down there, Chris, and the air ambulance does an enormous service, because an awful lot of Cornwall's very hard to get to, except by air, and you'll be amazed how many people get into serious trouble down there, both things like heart attacks for the locals, or tourists getting trapped on beaches, broken legs, and sometimes a helicopter getting there can make all the difference between life and death.
Alice, Break, why that particular charity?
It's quite a small charitable organisation that I met a few years ago, and I went up to take part in some filming. They organise much needed holidays for adults and children with special, with learning or physical disabilities. They're your bucket and spade holidays with specialist carers, and for every £1,000 I take home tonight of Tim's money, I can send a child with a specialist carer on a proper holiday, a seaside holiday.
Which is great.
So I want lots of thousands of pounds.
Well, I'd like to give you as many as possible. Right, well, now, here we go. 15 questions, 3 brand new lifelines, and a possible £1 million for their charities. Remember, they have to agree, so they're shaking hands on their final answer and the use of any lifelines. Lots of luck, you guys. Tim and Alice, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So, back down at the very bottom, but hopefully we can go climbing up. Question number 1 is for £100. Someone who talks a lot in a gossipy and tactless way is known as a what? Rowdy mouth, noisy mouth, loud mouth, booming mouth.
I like booming mouth personally, don't you?
Well, this is the question. I was worried if we got this one wrong, it would be very embarrassing.
It would be awful.
It would be quite embarrassing.
But I think I've been told to read the question and the answers several times and not just assume that you know the answer.
That's very good, but it is only a 1 hour
So I'll be a
show.
while.
I'll be over here.
It's loudmouth, isn't it?
It is loudmouth.
Yeah. It's right, you have £100. Tim, you can go now anytime you like.
Don't. He's not going anywhere.
Oh, no.
I need him very badly.
No pressure. Question number 2 is for 200 quid. Which of these phrases means to go to bed? Turn round, turn in, turn over, turn up.
It's extraordinary, isn't it? I think we'd better give the turn in.
I think it's turn in.
It is turn in. I wish I was going to bed right now.
No, you're not yet. You have £200. I'll race you up to at least £1,000. That's the first major milestone. You have all your lifelines. Question number 3 is for 300 quid. Which of these is a name for a steely or brilliant light blue? Gas blue, oil blue, nuclear blue, electric blue.
I'm so glad electric came up.
Yes, one of those questions you think, I haven't a clue what the choices could be. I was expecting azure and confusingly foreign words. Well, we think it must be electric
Gas
blue.
blue, oil blue, nuclear blue. It's got to be electric blue. Of course it is, yes.
The right answer. You have 300 quid. Question number 4 is for 500. On which part of the body is a scrunchie usually worn?
I'll love it if I know this and you don't. Because it'll be the only...
Hair, ears, feet, back.
Well, I admit, I haven't a clue.
I want to listen to you working your way around this, because if you've ever worn a scrunchie...
Do you know?
Yes, I
oh,
do
good.
know.
Well, in that case...
Has Tim ever worn a scrunchie?
I'd love to see him with a scrunchie on.
Let's pretend I'm here on my own.
OK.
Where would I put my scrunchie?
I don't know.
Well, if it's a scrunchie, it presumably isn't on your feet, unless you're a one-legged citizen.
Could be, for an omnipod.
Yes, it could be. A unidexter, as Peter Cook would say. So I don't think it's feet. Back. Well, why wear a scrunchie on your back? Nobody would see it. Or everybody would see it except you. Ears. Hair. Must be a hair.
Yes, and you'd look lovely in it.
Is that right?
It is.
Are you sure?
Oh, don't, Tim.
Of course
No,
I know.
yes, I am sure. Wouldn't it be awful if we were wrong?
You're not. You've got £500.
That's terrible. I didn't know that.
I think you used to hold your... I never did this, but I think it was to hold your hair in a little ponytail as well. I think it was... Did you scrunchie you put your hair in? Right, you have 500 quid. Last point, you're going with nothing at all. He said reassuringly. But you have all 3 lifelines intact. Question number 5 would guarantee you £1,000. Which of these animals has horns? Salamander, shrew, springbok, squirrel.
Well, I don't have springboks running around my garden, but I'm fairly...
I've seen them in South Africa, have you?
Yes. And they've got them, haven't they?
I'm pretty sure they've got them. Salamanders, little lizardy
Fish?
things. Oh, fish!
It's a fish, isn't it? Shrew is little sort of thing that, like a ferret or no, it's not a ferret. Why are we saying this? We know it's springbok.
Just making ourselves look so stupid.
Squirrels have nuts.
Squirrels.
So it's a springbok. They have horns.
It's the right answer. We have £1,000. Right, you have £1,000. Question number 6 is for 2,000. You have all your lifelines intact. You might as well play this. Have a look at it. Tell me what you want to do. Grimshaw is the surname of which character in Coronation Street? From the look on your face, Tim, I suspect you're not a great Corrie watcher. See what comes up. Eileen, Rita, Emily, Janice.
I know you're turning towards me now.
I'm back in scrunchy territory.
You are scrunchy. What did we say was the one subject that we didn't want to question on?
Soaps.
Coronation
But the audience, if you don't know, the audience, they look brilliant.
We've got to ask the audience, haven't we? Please, please.
Right, audience, on your keypads, please. Let's get Alice and Tim up to £2,000. Here comes your question. Grimshaw is the surname of which character in Coronation Street? Eileen, Rita, Emily, or Janice? A, B, C, or D? All vote now. %91.
Well, we had to say Eileen.
Yes.
It's a nice name, Eileen.
It's Eileen.
Final answer.
Eileen, final answer.
Absolutely right. You got £2,000.
Thank you, audience. Thank you. Thank you very much.
How are you feeling? Because you were absolutely trembling when you came on, weren't you?
I still feel very sick.
Okay.
No, I'll be happy once we get to 32.
Okay.
Then I don't care.
Oh, good. Okay, well, we'll hold you to that. You're only 4 away. Have a look. Question number 7. This is for £4,000. Which of these is a main port in Morocco? Tangier, Tanga, Tanagra, Tangshan.
It's
Tangier,
It's
isn't it?
Tangier, yes. Let's not mess around.
Let's cut to the chase.
Final answer.
Tangier.
Tangier.
Absolutely right. You have £4,000. Tanga is in Tanzania. Right, £4,000 you have. Question number 8 is for 8,000. You still have those 2 lifelines. Alice says she wants to get to £32,000, and then she won't care. So have a look at this one. See what happens. Pancho Villa was a 20th century revolutionary in which country? Pancho Villa. 20th century revolutionary in which country? Russia, China, Mexico, Spain.
C or D, in
Yes.
my mind. Do you know?
There's not too many Chinese called Pancho.
Russians called-
There again, it could have been a visitor. I mean, he could have been playing away.
Aston Villa, you're thinking of? His brother.
I think we can say it's not Russia or China, and I would... I mean, there wasn't really... I mean, there was a civil war in Spain in the 20th
there hasn't
century,
been a
but there wasn't a revolution. So it must be Mexico. That's a bit risky.
Are you going Pancho Poncho?
Well, it's
You're
just...
slipping down that. It's got to be, but I'm not 100%. There hasn't been a 20th century revolution, has there? In Spain?
Not in Spain, no. I mean, he might have been a very unsuccessful revolutionary, and
Yeah.
his revolution never really caught on.
Only in his back room. Or a very quiet revolution.
I mean, we can seriously discount Russia, can't we? Because
Yeah,
that was
and
Lenin
China.
and, you know,
Yeah,
all
and-
the Trotsky and that lot. Pancho was not number 3 to them, was he?
Not that I remember.
China was Mao and...
Oh, look, we're being silly. We know it's Mexico.
You think so? OK.
No.
No.
this is embarrassing. We should know.
It is embarrassing, but, you know, there's no point in us saying, of course, it's Mexico, and then just going home with £1,000. That sends half a child on holiday, and that's no good to me.
Correct.
We've already asked the audience. We can't use another lifeline.
I'm not sure they would be, with great respect to a brilliant audience, I think they would be divided between Mexico and Spain.
But you can't ask them twice anyway.
No, I just...
Tim, if you want to say Mexico, then I'm happy. But I'm going to blame you all the way home.
I can't think of a Spanish Revolution in the 20th century. There hasn't been one in my lifetime, which takes us back to about 1975. The Civil War, he can't have been floating around in the Spanish Civil War.
Revolutionary.
Before, what happened in Spain before the Civil War? Well,
Go on, Tim, I'm not here. You do
okay,
it.
well, in that case,
I don't want to
we're
know.
going to go for Mexico.
La 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 la.
Are you happy, Alice?
La, la,
Happy?
can't hear you.
Final answer.
You're not that horrid. We must be right.
It's the right answer.
Oh!
Thank God for that. Oh, yes, I am that horrid. Now,
Where are my pills?
too late. They're at the back.
Pacemaker's just gone
I
off.
think John Snow may have taken them all.
Right.
You have £8,000. You have 2 lifelines.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 9 is for £16,000. You would lose £7,000 here if you gave me a wrong answer, but you can double your money. Have a look. In which county is Windsor Castle? Buckinghamshire, Oxfordshire, Berkshire, Hertfordshire.
Did we both do the same
Windsor
actions
Castle.
then, or not? Were we in sync? Buckinghamshire? No.
Hertfordshire, I grew up in Hertfordshire.
So did I.
Oxfordshire, I used to live in Oxfordshire. Would you grew up in Hertfordshire?
Lovely.
Where?
Where were you?
It's only an hour show, you know.
Oh, sorry.
It's Berkshire.
I was in Hatfield. Oh, sorry.
I used to
Berkshire.
go to guide camp in Hatfield.
Really? I was in the Peewit Patrol. It's definitely Berkshire.
It is
Final
Berkshire.
answer.
Not Buckinghamshire.
No.
Correct. Berkshire.
It is correct. You've got £16,000. See, Alice, this is that moment you said if you get to £32,000, you're a free spirit, you can walk away with your head held high. But if you did give me a wrong answer at this point, you'd be pelted through the streets of London with rotten fruit for the next 4 years. So no pressure. Now, you have a 50-50. You have a phone a friend. Question number 10 would guarantee you £32,000 if you gave me the right answer. Have a look at it, tell me what you want to do. Ben Travers was best known for writing what type of plays? Tim, excitingly, is mouthing something. What are you mouthing?
Farce.
Farce. Okay. See what comes up. Monologues, thrillers, farces, romances.
Yeah.
I'm going to go straight for it, Chris.
Yeah,
Final
absolutely.
answer. Farces.
It is the right answer. You have £32,000. Question number 11 is for £64,000. You might as well play this. You cannot lose. You have at least 32 grand. Here it comes. Brian Warner is the original name of which rock star? Tim, I think, thinks he knows. Who do you think it is?
Marilyn Manson.
Have a look.
Wow.
Iggy Pop, Marilyn Manson, Billy Idol, Captain Sensible.
I would have gone home then because I wouldn't know at all.
But it could have been a question about things you wear in your hair.
Yeah, so I'm very glad you're here. And are you very happy with Marilyn Manson?
Well, yeah, I guess so. I don't want to think about it anymore. I'll go for that as a final answer.
Absolutely right. You got £64,000.
We've got to keep it now.
Now that's what I call lucky. Number 4.
That's lovely.
£64,000.
Well done.
Well done, Tim.
That's about a tenth of a chopper.
Yes. I have to say, when I first met Tim, he'd just done a cover version of the Rolling Stones classic Not Fade Away, and the B-side was How Much Is That Doggy in the Window, sung backwards.
It's going to be the big Christmas hit of
Extraordinary talents.
Yes.
1972.
How did it go? How was the doggy in the window thing?
Window thee and doggy that is much our tail waggly thee with one thee. Window thee and doggy that is much our sail for doggy that hope do I.
No, please don't. Please don't applaud him, because he might sing the rest. Now,
If we get to 1 million, it might go to number one.
you get to a
next
million,
week.
we don't care. You have £64,000. You still have those two crucial lifelines. Question number 12 is worth £125,000. You would lose £32,000 here if you gave me a wrong answer. Have a look. This is question number 12 of a possible 15. In January 2004, which NASA spacecraft photographed and took particles from comet Wild 2? Starshine, Starlight, Stardust, Starseeker.
I don't dare look at you. But I thought I was there when they came up, and now they're too similar to me. Tell me what's going on in your mind. You tell me first.
Well, what's going on in my mind is that don't you have a friend who knows about this sort of thing?
You said
There were
to me...
so many spaceships zooming around in the early part of this year.
2000. I mean, I thought when Starlight came up, I was convinced it was that over Starshine, but then when I saw Stardust...
I think,
I got
I mean,
confused.
if I were making a spacecraft to take pictures and particles from comet, I would call it Starseeker.
Exactly. You wouldn't use the word dust because that's too depressing.
Except comets are largely dust, and they shine.
Now, Tim, you said to me, if we get something on cricket or astronomy, I'm okay.
This is not astronomy, this is science.
Pedantic.
Well, actually, I should know this, and I'm afraid I haven't a clue.
I think we've got to phone somebody, and it's not Raymond Blanc, is it?
What about, seriously, your scientific chum? Do you think she'd have a clue? She lives in America, doesn't she?
She lives in America.
Well, there you are. She must be the one.
She's... Oh. I don't know how... I know she's very good on the ground. I don't know how she is up there.
I mean, Stardust is... I'm now drifting towards Stardust.
Oh, are you? Oh, Lord.
But to be honest, I don't know. I'm just...
We've got to call somebody. And quick.
Well, seriously, what about... What's her name?
Eleanor,
Do you think she'd
who I
know?
was at school with, who's designing for a very fast, sleek car company.
I don't think any of my pals would have a clue.
I'll happily call my friend.
Let's go for your pal.
Come on, Eleanor.
What's she called?
Eleanor Nabney.
Eleanor. And where's she?
She's in Boston.
Okay.
I think we're ringing her in Boston.
Okay, we'll find her in Boston. And do you want me to tell her it's worth £125,000?
Yeah.
Hello?
Eleanor?
Yes, it's Eleanor.
Hiya, it's Chris Tarrant here, the host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire back in England. We've got Alice here on a charity special tonight. They're doing rather well.
Great.
I've got Alice and Tim Rice. In fact, they're doing very well. It does mean there's a certain amount of pressure for you, though, to give them the right answer.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I knew you'd be pleased. Well, it's worth £125,000 sterling.
Goodness me.
Yep. So, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm ready. Next voice you hear will be Alice's. She'll tell you the question. There are still 4 possible answers. One of these is worth £125,000. Okay?
Okay.
Right, lots of luck.
Thanks.
Alice, good luck, my darling. Your time starts now.
Hi. In January 2004, which NASA spacecraft photographed and took particles from comet Wild 2? A. Starshine, B. Starlight, C. Stardust, or D. Starseeker? January 2004, which NASA spacecraft photographed and took particles from comet Wild 2? Starshine, Starlight, Stardust, Starseeker. Running out of time.
I don't know, I'm afraid. I would take a guess and probably say...
Oh, great choice.
Oh, don't.
Oh, no.
Oh, I feel slightly more sick now. Sorry.
Don't be silly.
Well, can we ring your brother now?
No.
Okay.
We should do 50-50.
We've got to now,
just for
haven't
fun.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord.
Right, computer, take away 2 wrong answers. Leave Alice and Tim the right answer and 1 remaining wrong answer. Now, what do? You've got £64,000 at this moment. It's worth £125,000.
So easy at home, isn't it?
So we drop
32,000.
You're guaranteed £32,000.
Can we ring our charities and ask them what they'd like us to do? What's your inkling? Because the particles keep sending me to dust. But Starlight, you know.
Starlight seems rather a naff name to choose for a spaceship. I mean,
You've upset a rather big nation, if it's right. Yeah.
it's a nice word, but it seems rather unoriginal.
Well, look, what it comes down to is neither of us are sure. We're both going towards the same thing, but are we prepared to risk the money? I said I'd be happy with £32,000. I think my charity would be happy with us having got to the £32,000.
So you think take the punt? We might just get real big time. Okay, well, okay. So we go for C. I think we
Dust.
should. Dust. Okay.
Come on, Tim. Dust.
We'll take the gamble. Final answer, Stardust.
No.
You've just won 100. So good. 125 grand. Right, have a look. That is fantastic. What a result. That was really brave.
No more guessing.
Have a look. This is what you've done. At this moment, you have
lovely.
that cheque for your 2 charities for £125,000. Fantastic.
That's great.
You have no lifelines left. However, the next question is worth £250,000. So, this is question number 13. Have a look at it. You might like it. Here it comes. Which herb takes its name from the Greek for joy of the mountain? Coriander, rosemary, oregano, chervil.
Well, it's a stinker, isn't it?
I know what I think it is, but I'm not prepared to take the risk. So please, at this moment, just stop me.
Well, I'm intrigued to know what you think it is. I mean,
Coriander.
why? I mean, you just know it.
But I'm not even looking at Greek names here. I just kind of have got a...
They don't look, even coriander to me doesn't look very Greek, does it?
No, oregano, no.
I mean,
it doesn't, but I think it is coriander, but there's no way, Alice, that I would risk the money.
If only we hadn't had that Stardust question, we could have...
We've got lovely Raymond
We got
Blanc.
Raymond Blanc. We got people who spend all their day rolling around in herbs. If I had a gun to my head and had to choose, I'd go for coriander. But
So would
I
I.
haven't a clue, but I don't think we can risk it.
I think it's bye-bye taxi for Mr. Rice and Miss Beer.
It's so annoying, isn't it? Because clearly the last 2 questions would have been easy.
Can we see the next 2 questions?
No. Well, you can, if you give me this one right. Fair.
No, silly.
Yeah, it is silly.
Oregano for the flower, coriander because I just think it is, and I think joy of the mountain. Coriander is such a strong-smelling herb, and it's quite a fragile little herb. So what it would be doing halfway up a mountain, I don't know.
Core, is that heart, do you think?
Come on, Tim, I'm taking
Tim
you with
so
me.
wants to play.
No, I can't, no, I can't.
Well, you can do
No,
if you
no.
want to, but I just think it's bananas.
No, I think it would be insane.
Final answer, Tim.
Final answer.
Alice, you have to agree on this.
No. The final answer is we're going home, Chris. And it's been
Okay,
lovely.
give them a big hand. They go away with a splendid 100... Take it.
Thank you very much.
£125,000. Well played.
Lovely. Thank you.
I will tell you... No, I will tell you, because otherwise it'll just nag you.
I'll look it up on the way home.
It'll nag you. If you'd said to me coriander, if you'd just been that little bit braver, you would have lost
Oh, thank God for that. Thank God for that.
£93,000. If you'd said rosemary,
No.
you'd have lost
Oh,
£93,000. If you said chervil,
you'd have lost.
the right answer is oregano. Joy of the mountain. Give a big hand. £125,000. Bless you. Well done, darling. Really good. Well done. Well played. Give a big hand. £125,000. Tim and Alice go away having raised a massive £125,000. Great result for their two charities. It does mean now it's time to welcome our next celebrity pair tonight, Dermot Murnahan and Angela Rippon. Hello, you. Hi, that's it. Good luck. Hello, Alice. That's it. How are you? Get yourself as comfy as you can. Right, here we have, looking slightly worried, Dermot Murnahan and his fellow TV news presenter, Angela Rippon. Dermot spent over a decade bringing us the ITV national news before switching to the BBC 2 years ago. He now presents, it's okay, he now presents their breakfast show and says it's a tough challenge, especially having to get up at 3:30 every morning. Yes. I used to have a life like that. Angela, meanwhile, has gone the other way, from the BBC to ITV. She now appears on the ITV News channel. Angela made British broadcasting history by becoming the first female TV newsreader ever, though she's probably best remembered for flashing her long legs in a glamorous dance routine with Morecambe and Wise. Exactly. She's done it ever since. She also got the OBE earlier this year, but then who didn't? And tonight, both Dermot and Angela are playing on behalf of the children's charity NCH. Welcome, you two.
Thank you very
Feel all
much
right?
indeed. Yes.
You look very calm. Dermot looks like a rabbit staring in the headlights.
It's not nice having it done to you. I normally sit there and ask the questions.
I
It's
know.
a weird feeling, isn't it?
I mean, we work in television for a living, but crikey, this is quite different being this side.
No, it'll be fine, honestly.
Yes?
Why, can I ask you guys, first and foremost, I mean, it's fairly obvious, it's a fantastic charity, but why NCH?
Well, we're both national vice presidents of NCH, and I've been involved, I think, a little bit longer than Dermot, for about 15 years now. And it's a charity that kind of rolls up its sleeves and gets on with the job. It's NCH, it's the children's charity. And we look after something like 140,000 children in 500 different projects all around the country. And it's a charity that, it spends, I think, I'm right in saying, 92p out of every pound.
I mean, the great thing about
goes on the work.
NCH is that it spends most of its money, most of its income on the work, on the project itself, which is why they say they haven't really got very high profile, because they don't spend any money at all on advertising.
They don't waste it, do they, on stuff like that?
All goes to where it's needed most.
That's why I say they roll up their sleeves and they get on with the job, and they put the children first, and that's why we've got to make lots of money for them.
Well, yes, which is why hardly any pressure at all, but clearly this opportunity would be, hopefully, to make them lots and lots of money. Well, now, I don't think I need to tell them, but Angela and Dermot are just 15 little questions away from winning a possible £1 million for their charity NCH. And as always, if they do get stuck on the way, they have 3 lifelines to help them. They've got 50-50. They can phone a friend, and of course they can ask this brand new audience. And remember, they have to agree on all their answers and the use of any lifelines, including their phone a friend. Angela, Dermot, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? OK, question number 1 for £100. Here we go. Which of these words describes the main moneymaker in a household? Soap winner, paper winner, cloth winner, bread winner.
I can think of
a few other terms as well.
I was going to say, which of these words describes the main money maker in a household? Where's the word woman? It's missing.
Look, it's only the first question, actually. I've got 2 of these to get through.
Straight in.
You know, I'd like to be home for October.
We agree
on
breadwinner. Breadwinner. Final answer.
Thank goodness for that. It's the right answer. You have £100. Right, question number 2. This could be a long uphill trawl with you two. Question number 2. For 200 quid, you have all your lifelines. Here it comes. Lather is produced when water is mixed with what? Oil, soap, Dust. Milk.
Which one should we go
Well,
for?
you're just actually sitting there, aren't you, hoping that the one comes up. It's a horrible
we think
moment.
it's probably going to be
Soap we'll go for.
My kids wouldn't know this answer. They wouldn't have it.
Soap dodgers, are they?
It's the right answer. You have £200. Okay, question number 3 for £300. Let's try and race you up to £1,000. This is for 300 quid. Which of these do you need to permanently live and work in the USA? Green block, green back, green belt, green card.
Well, you go there to earn some greenbacks, but you need a
green card.
green card.
It's the right answer, £300.
Oh, Queen Bee, you've buzzed too early again.
Question number 4, 500 quid, here it is. Which domestic animals are most associated with witches? Cats, goldfish, it might be hamsters, rabbits.
Should we go for it?
It's final answer.
Let's go for it.
Manahan, you go for hamsters?
No, we're going for cats.
Cats.
I thought you might.
They could have turned it into a...
The right answer, you have £500. You have 500 quid. Last point, you can go home with nothing at all. You have all 3 lifelines untouched. Question number 5 would guarantee you taking at least £1,000 back to the NCH. Here it comes. If you want to prevent someone from joining a club or organisation, what do you give them? Black ball, black leg, black jack, blackberry.
Black ball.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Black ball?
Yep. They used to take them out of the bag. They used to have all the balls in a bag, apparently, and you used to take them out, and one of them was a black ball, and that was how it got its name.
It's the right answer. You have £1,000 guaranteed. Very good. You see, Dermot, you feel all right now.
Yeah. I still want to be asking the questions.
It doesn't work like that. I sit here, you sit there.
I know my place.
Exactly. Let's keep it that way. What are your... you've got 4 kids?
Yeah.
What do they say about Daddy being on this?
Being on this,
yeah.
They're very pleased about that, but being generally on the telly, they say, get off the telly, because I'm on in the mornings when there's some very good children's programmes on. For instance, Scooby-Doo. I lose out every Scooby's the man, you know.
So instead of watching Daddy...
He's in the way.
They watch Scooby-Doo, that's awful.
But they'll watch this.
How are you adjusting? What is it now, 2 years of early mornings? How is that?
I can see this is the voice of experience. I was going to ask you for a few tips. It's just weird. I mean, you know...
It's unnatural, isn't it?
You mentioned the children, but my 12-year-old Kitty, she actually sends me to bed. There's this complete role reversal. I was watching the football during Euro 2004, and at half-time in one of the England games, she said, right, off you go, Daddy, up to bed. I went, oh, but please, no argument, up you go. I thought, you know, I meant to be saying that to you. There it was, but, you know... It's worth it because it's a good job.
Actually, with England, it's best just to watch the first half in most of our games, anyway.
That's right, they were 2-up.
Oh, you should have... Well, you did go to bed. Angela, I mean, we talk about it now fairly sort of happily, whatever, but being the first female newsreader in this country, was that tough?
Not
was there
really.
a lot of opposition?
No, there wasn't any opposition at all. And really, I wasn't the first in the country. I was the first national newsreader who'd been a journalist who read the news, who was a woman. But you know, when I was reading the news for the BBC back in the 70s, and everyone was making all this brouhaha about it, there were a heck of a lot of women in the regions, as there still are, doing a cracking good job of being newsreaders. It was just that we hadn't managed to actually crack that nut of getting into television in London.
OK, well, now, listen, I mean, you've got £1,000 guaranteed, which is great. I'd love to get you up to 32. I mean, it's only five questions away. You still have all 3 lifelines intact. What can £1,000 do for the NCH?
Well, £1,000 would equip, not totally, opportunity to buy things for a play area for children and give them an opportunity to have a few more things, say in a soft play area that would help particularly disabled children.
OK. You're only 10 away from £1 million. You've got £1,000 guaranteed. You're just 10 away. You've got 3 lifelines. Have a look at number 6. This is for £2,000. The fandango is a dance most associated with which of these countries? Spain, India, Russia, Scotland.
Right.
The fandango.
Yeah. It's not Scottish.
No.
No.
You wouldn't do that in a kilt, and you certainly wouldn't, I don't think, do it in India.
Wouldn't
Russia
try in
tends to
Russia.
be Cossacks. Fandango is very kind of Latin sounding,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Castanets, maracas.
Castanets and maracas.
We'll go Spain.
We'll go Spain.
We go.
We'll go Spain.
Final answer? It's the right answer. Well played. Of course, you've done all that, haven't you?
What? The fandango.
Have you never danced the fandango?
I probably have yes, I probably have danced the fandango several times and maybe not even been aware I've done it.
But I mean, as well as the first ever serious news reader, I mean, you're also very well known for your great knowledge of dancing.
For Eric
dancing
and Ern.
and all that.
Eric and Ern,
And
yes.
Eric and Ern,
And
which
Eric
was
and Ern.
fantastic.
Absolutely, yes. I think, if I'm honest, we didn't all quite know what it was I was going to do.
No.
Because they said be on the programme, and everyone said yes, and then they said...
Oh, by the way.
Then they said, would I sing? And I said, not unless you want me to clear the studio in 30 seconds flat. And I said, but I studied classical ballet till I was 17, so I think I could probably do a bit of a dance. And that was how it
It was a
happened.
fine moment. You just sit there nodding, Dermot.
I don't dance. I only actually work with co-presenters who do dance.
Well, yes, apparently.
Yes, good at that.
Blinsky, yep. Strictly
Now, look, you have £2,000, OK? You still have 3 lifelines intact. Question number 7 is worth £4,000. Take your time, have a look. In which of these sports do you peg out with the final stroke of the game?
Crikey.
Table tennis, croquet, polo, squash.
Croquet.
I think it is.
I think it is.
It's definitely not to me. Where would you put a peg on a table
There's a peg in
tennis?
the middle. You've got to
Yeah.
hit that. The one side plate. Never did hit it.
And
Certainly
it's-
not table tennis, is it?
No, because you couldn't stick a... you couldn't
Polo.
peg out.
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, I've seen polo.
You've got to get it between
You've got to get
the
it
sticks.
between the sticks, but I don't think you peg out. No, I think croquet, so...
Because that ends the game, so you're pegging out. Squash, no.
No, not squash.
I peg out after getting
Well-
squash.
We could do our own 50-50 here, because so we know it's not that and that. It might
Okay.
be that.
Polo
it
or
might be
croquet,
polo or
that
croquet.
sticks.
I don't think you peg out in polo. Croquet?
It's chuckers, isn't it, in polo?
Chuckers, darling, yes.
Chaz and the voice and chuckers. Croquet.
Croquet.
Final answer?
You've just won £4,000.
What's on Bully's prize board tonight? A box of fireworks? Baked potato? Are you allowed to do that these days? Well, let's see. Bullseye, next on Challenge. While Sky Mix is giving you the chance to see The Rookie from the very beginning, starting Wednesday from 9.
'66. Give us a clickety-click if you can